So today from this class let us try to solve few problems related to a motion in a plane chapter. Hope this chapter is clear to you all. So before watching this video, please go and watch the previous video such that you can get an idea of how to solve the problems. So in physics, majorly problem solving will fetch you lot of marks compared to the theory. So try to understand the problem first and try to understand what are the data that is given in the problem, and moreover in physics keeping the correct unit will give you again a 1 mark. So if you solve the problem and you end up keeping the wrong unit, then you will lose 1 mark. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಂತದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಏನು ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ರಾಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ -1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್. ಸೊ ರಾಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಡೇಟಾ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಡೇಟಾಗೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ 3 ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೀತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್, ವೆರೆವರ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ದ ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ ದೆನ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ write arrow mark on top of that physical quantity. If you don't write the arrow mark, then there is again a possibility of losing the half mark over there. So please don't do negligence in writing the arrow mark over the vector quantities. So this is what about the problems. This is how they correct the problems in the theory exam. So writing the proper unit carries mark. So now let us start the first question. Here rain is falling vertically with the speed of 35 meters per second. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಮಳೆ ಬರತೈತಿ, ಅದರ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಏನು 35 meters per second. Wind starts blowing after some time with a speed of 12 meters per second in east to west direction. Like when this rain falls, at the same time the wind starts blowing. So wind, the speed of wind, ಗಾಳಿಯ speed ಎಷ್ಟಂದ್ರೆ 12 meters per second. So this the direction of wind is from east to west. So if they don't mention the direction of wind, then you will not be in a position to calculate the next asked questions. So every time when the wind problem occurs, they will mention the direction east to west. Now, in which direction should a boy waiting at a bus stop hold his umbrella? So what is happening? So the rain is falling, at the same time the wind is also blowing. So now there's a person who is standing at the bus stop. So now the question is, in which direction this boy should hold the umbrella? ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ದಾಗ ಇವ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಂಗ ಮಳೆ ನೀರು ಸಿಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಅ ಬಾಯ್ ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಟ್ ಅ ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ umbrella? So this is the simple question. So before going to the question, you need to understand the northwest, northeast, southwest direction. So whenever the direction problems will be given to you, so this comes in handy. So this direction is north, the opposite of that is south, and the right to the south is east, and the opposite of east is west. So you should be clear with this diagram. So if you write north here, south here, like west here, east here, then that won't work. North, south, east, west. So north is in upward direction, south is in downward direction, east is in right direction, west is in left direction. So this is the basic diagram. Now this is related to the question, but question has different diagram. So what is telling, rain is falling vertically with a speed of 35 meters per second. So the rain is falling vertically downward with the speed, how much? 35 meters per second. So this is VR, velocity of the rain. So this is vertically downward. So rain will not go vertically upward. So he has mentioned only vertically. So we should take it vertically downward. VR is equals to 35 meters per second. Now the wind starts blowing after some time in east to west direction. So where is east? East is here, west is here. So wind is blowing from east to west. So you have to draw it like this. So this is the direction of wind in which the wind is blowing. So this can be written as VW, velocity of the wind. What is the velocity? 12 meters per second. 12 meters per second. Now we have learnt how to draw the resultant vector when two vectors are given. So the resultant of this will be somewhere like this. This is the resultant vector of two vectors. So vector VR and vector VW gives the resultant vector R, and there will be the angle theta between R and VR. Now the velocity of rain and wind is represented by VR and VW. So hope this diagram is clear to you. So this diagram is drawn from the question. So question has said rain is falling vertically downward and wind is blowing from east to west. So this diagram is from the question itself. I have not drawn this directly. So from question we have to draw the diagram. Next, using the rule of vector addition, we can find the resultant vector. So R is the resultant vector. So the definition of R and what is resultant vector is also discussed in our previous lecture. So if you have confusion with what is R, then please go back to the previous lecture, learn and then come back. Now the next, what we have to find? We have to find the magnitude of R. So R, resultant vector R, will be root over VR square plus VW square. We know what is VR. VR is 35 square plus VW is 12 square. So root of 35 square plus 12 square. Now if you take the root of 35 square plus 12 square, then you will get 37 meters per second. So this is the resultant vector magnitude. So R has the velocity 37 meters per second. So now let us find what is the direction in which the boy should hold his umbrella. That means we have to find the theta. So let us take tan theta. Tan theta will be what? VR by VW by VR. So how? So if you draw the perpendicular line from here to here, then theta is here, VR is here, and this gives you VW. Now tan theta is what? Tan theta is opposite by adjacent. So that means VW by VR. This opposite by adjacent formula of tan I have discussed in the previous trigonometric lecture. Now tan theta is equals to VW is 12 divided by 35. Now you get the value as 0.343. So this is tan theta. Tan theta is equals to 0.343. Now next, theta is equals to tan inverse of 0.343. That means you get theta is equals to 19 degree. So theta is what? Theta is 19 degree. So this boy who is waiting at a bus stand with the umbrella should hold the umbrella at an angle 19 degree in the vertical plane with the vertical towards the east. So he should hold the umbrella towards east with the 19 degree angle. So he should hold the umbrella in this direction, but this angle should be 19 degrees. So we have measured what is the direction the boy should hold his umbrella. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ದಾಗ ಈ ಹುಡುಗ ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ದಾಗ ನಿಂತಾನ ಅವ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ರೇನ್ ಹೆಂಗದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗದ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಏನದ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್, ಆದರೂ ನಾವು ರೇನ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ವಿಂಡ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ. ಸೊ VW ಹಿಂಗೆ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 2 ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಡ್ರಾ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್. ಸೊ ಆರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ದು ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ R will be what? root over VR square plus VW square. ಸೊ ಇವೆರಡರದ್ದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೀವು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ R ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ದು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಏನದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಮಗೇನು ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ದಾಗ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಟೀಟಾ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಟೀಟಾ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತೊಗೋತೀರಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ದಾಗ ಹೇಳೀನಿ. ಟೀಟಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಲೈನ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ರೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು VW. So this is VW. So tan theta will be what? Opposite by adjacent. So VW by VR tan theta ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. So tan theta is equals to VW by VR. Next substitute ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ tan theta is equals to 0.343 ಬರ್ತದೆ. theta ತಗೊಂಡು tan inverse. So 1 by tan ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 0.343 ಬರ್ತದೆ. So theta overall, the angle in which the boy should hold his umbrella is 19 degree. So this is the solution for the first question. Now let us see the second question. So what it is saying, the position of a particle is given by, so he is mentioning the position of the particle. So particle has a position 3.3 t I cap 2t square j cap plus 5 k cap. So I cap, j cap, k cap are the unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So the particle is in space because you have I, j, k. So x, y, z. Then particle is in space. Now where t is in seconds. So this t here is the time because the unit of t is mentioned. Unless he defined the t, then you should not take it as a time. So this can be variable also sometimes. So now he has mentioned t is in seconds. So that means this t is referring to the time. Now and the coefficients have the proper units for r to be in meters. What he is telling, the coefficients have the proper units. So these coefficients have proper units such that r will be in meters. So r is the position, so the unit of position will be in meters. So this overall thing is correct. Now find what is velocity and acceleration of the particle at time t. Now find the magnitude and direction of v of t at t is equals to 1 second. So we have to find v of t and substitute the value of t is equals to 1 second. Then we will get the magnitude and the direction of this velocity. So that is what he is asking. So this question has given the position vector and asking us to find velocity and acceleration, and in next question he is asking to find a velocity at time t is equals to 1 seconds. So this is the question. Now we know that rate of change of displacement will give velocity, rate of change of velocity will give acceleration. So we have the displacement here. So v of t will be what? V of t will be d by dt of r. So r is giving the position, that means the displacement. So if you take the first derivative of r, then you get velocity. So now next d by dt of r is how much? 3t I cap plus 2t square j cap plus 5 k cap. Now, so if you differentiate this, so there's only one t here. So how can we write? D by dt of 3t I cap plus d by dt of 2t square j cap plus d by dt of 5 k cap. So differentiation will be 3 is constant. We should write 3 directly. So t is there. So power 1 is there. 1 minus 1. So you have to subtract 1 from the power of the variable. So plus, you have 2 here, 2 directly. So there is a power, so you should multiply power. So here also we have multiplied 1. So 2. Then t power minus 1. So t has got a power 2. Then you should subtract 1 from 2. Plus there is a 5. So there is no t here. So then that differentiation of constant is 0. So this terms goes 0. So here 3 into 1 is 3. T power 0 plus 2 2's 4. T power 1 gone. So anything power 0 is 1. 3 plus, so there's I cap, j cap, k cap and I cap, j cap. So 3 I cap plus 4t j cap. So this is the velocity of the particle. Clear? So this is how we differentiate. The differentiation is simple. First you have to write the terms separately. So I have written 3t. ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಯೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ. ಸೊ 3t ಫಸ್ಟ್, 2t ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, 5k. ಸೊ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಟರ್ಮ್ನ ಡಿ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು 3tನ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ 3 ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್, 3 ಹಾಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟಿನ 3 ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟಿ ಏನದ 1 ಅದ, 1 ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಿದು ಪವರ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ -1 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಟಿ ಪವರ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು 1 ಇತ್ತು, -1 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ 3t. ಸೋ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಏನಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಡಬೇಕು, ಟಿದ್ ಪವರ್ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಿದ್ ಪವರ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ -1 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 1 ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡು 2t ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅದ. ಸೊ 2 ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ 2 ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅದಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಟಿದ್ ಪವರ್ 2 ಅದ. ಸೊ 2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಿದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅದ, ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ -1 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ 2t ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬಂತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 5 ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ 5 ಇಸ್ 0. ಸೊ 5 multiplied by 0. So k cap, I cap, j cap is written. Next, anything power 0. ಇದು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು. anything power 0 is 1. anything power 0 is 1. So t power 0 is there, it is 1. It is not 0. anything power 0 is 1. 0 by anything is 0. anything by 0 is infinity. So 0 by 1 is there, then it is equals to 0. Now if 1 by 0 is there, then it is infinity. Next, anything power 0, x power 0 is there, then it is written as 1. So these are the 3 things that you should know. So these are the basic things. So if you don't know, then you should learn. If you know, then it is well and good. So anything power 0 is 1. So 3t. So 3t power 0 will be 1. So 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. 4t power 1 is there. I can write 4t. So Vt we found. Vt is equals to 3 I cap plus 4t j cap. Next, acceleration we have to find. Acceleration is what? Rate of change of velocity. So I should write dv by dt. So we found what is v. So d by dt of 3 I cap plus 4t j cap. Now separate the terms. What you will get? D by dt of 3I cap plus d by dt of 4tj cap. So as I said, so there is no t here, so this term, differentiation of this term will be 0, plus here t term is there. So what you will get? You will get 4 multiplied by 1 t power 1 minus 1. So that you can write 4t power 0, that is 4. 4 what? J cap. So this is the acceleration. So this is in meters per second square. So hope this is visible to you. So if not, then I'll write here. Acceleration is 4 J cap meters per second square. So this is acceleration. Now, so I have written J cap, so that says the acceleration is in y direction. So during differentiation we lost I and k cap, so what left for acceleration is J cap. So that says acceleration is in y direction with the magnitude 4 and the unit of acceleration is meters per second square. So you should mention answer like this. So for vectors, I cap, j cap are also important. So you cannot ignore the I caps, j caps, k caps in the problems. So this is what the acceleration. Now what he has asked, find the magnitude and direction of v of t at t is equals to 1 seconds. So we know v is equals to 3I cap plus 4 t j cap. Substitute t is equals to 1. T is equals to 1 because that is given. T is equals to 1 seconds. So if you substitute, what you will get? 3I cap plus 4 multiplied by 1 j cap, that is 3I cap plus 4 j cap. So this is the velocity at time t is equals to 1 seconds. Next, we have to find the direction. Direction will be what? Tan theta Vy by Vx. So that is, what will be tan theta? Tan theta is equals to Vy is what? How much? 4 is there. 4 by 3. So if you need only theta, then tan inverse 4 by 3. That means you get approximately 53 degree. So this is with x-axis. So theta is 53 degree towards the x-axis. So this is the solution for the second question. So hope you all understood how to do differentiation and how to how to find the tan theta. So tan theta gives the direction of vector and the differentiation gives the velocity and acceleration. So here is the differentiation. Now, so we know that the rate of change of displacement gives velocity, rate of change of velocity gives acceleration. The unit for displacement is meter, unit for velocity is meters per second, and unit for acceleration is meters per second square. So you need to be thorough with these units. These are important. So if you don't know these units, then you will lose your marks. So these are very basic things. Even if you go for PhD in your future times, then these units may give you knowledge to understand the big physical quantities. So you need to know the basic units for acceleration, force, velocity, speed, displacement, tension. Next is momentum will come. So all these physical quantities units you need to be thorough with. So sometimes there comes work, power, energy. So all those have different units. So If you know the basic units, then you can easily derive the units for those physical quantities. So this is the solution for the second question.